Have you ever wondered why certain patterns seem to repeat themselves in your family? It's a question that many of us grapple with. These recurring patterns, often referred to as generational cycles or even curses, can seem insurmountable. They might manifest as persistent financial instability, relationship difficulties, or even deeply ingrained limiting beliefs. But what if we told you that these cycles, these patterns that seem so persistent, are not unbreakable? It all starts with awareness. Awareness is the first step on the path to breaking these cycles. You see, these patterns persist, often across generations, largely due to a lack of awareness. When we live our lives without questioning, without reflecting on the patterns and behaviors that have been passed down to us, we unknowingly become a part of the cycle. We accept these patterns as normal, without realizing that they might be harmful. But once we start recognizing these patterns, we begin to see them for what they truly are. We start to question, we start to challenge, and that's when change becomes possible. Consider the common issues of financial instability or relationship difficulties. If these are recurring themes in your family, it's time to stop and reflect. Are these patterns that you want to continue, or are they cycles that you want to break? Awareness is the first step. It is the key that unlocks the door to change. Where do these patterns come from? How did they start? These queries guide us into the second stage of understanding and healing generational traumas, tracing the roots. It's a journey that takes us back in time, unraveling the threads that bind our present to our past. To trace the roots, we must become explorers, willing to delve into the annals of family history. Open dialogues with older family members become key. They are the living libraries, custodians of stories and experiences that have shaped the family narrative. Their tales, their wisdom, their regrets, and their triumphs offer invaluable insights into the origins of these recurring patterns. Yet these conversations are only one part of the puzzle. Personal reflections serve as another crucial piece. Reflecting on personal experiences, attitudes, and beliefs through journals or quiet contemplation can reveal patterns that might otherwise go unnoticed. It's about asking the tough questions, challenging the status quo, and daring to confront the uncomfortable truths. Finally, genealogical research provides the historical context, the backdrop against which our family stories have unfolded. It uncovers historical events or traumas that have been passed down, silently shaping the lives of generations. Understanding the origins of these patterns is akin to understanding ourselves. It's a process that demands courage, honesty, and patience. But remember, to uproot the tree, you must first understand its roots. Are you a victim or a catalyst for change? That's the question you must confront in the third stage of healing generational cycles, taking responsibility. It's easy to see oneself as a passive player in the grand performance of life, tossed around by the winds of fate. However, the power to break these cycles lies within you. Taking responsibility means owning your thoughts, behaviors, and narratives. It's about acknowledging the role you play in perpetuating these cycles. These patterns that have been passed down for generations are not just external forces, they also reside within us. Recognize that you have the power to change, to rewrite the script that has been handed down to you. You're not just a character in a story, you're the author. You can choose to perpetuate the narrative or break free from it. This is no small task, but remember, accepting responsibility isn't about blame, it's about empowerment. Acceptance is the beginning of transformation. Change begins within. As we embark on the fourth stage of our journey, we find ourselves at the precipice of true transformation. This stage is not about the external world, the people around us, or the circumstances we find ourselves in. It's about us, our habits, our wounds, our narratives. It's about breaking the patterns within ourselves. Often we may find ourselves yearning to alter the behavior of others, to fix the flaws we see in our family members, to mend the fractures in our generational lineage. But the stark reality is, our influence can only extend so far. We cannot control the actions of others, nor can we rewrite their stories. What we can control, however, is ourselves. So how do we break these patterns within ourselves? It begins with changing our habits. These habits could be anything from the way we react to situations, the way we handle stress, or even the way we perceive ourselves. By consciously choosing to act differently, we start to rewrite our narrative. Next, we must heal our personal wounds. These wounds are often the root of our harmful patterns. By addressing our pain, by nurturing our wounds, we start to dismantle the cycles that have held us captive. This is not an easy process. It requires courage, strength, and resilience. But it is a necessary step on our path to transformation. For in changing ourselves, we change our world. When we change ourselves, we change our world. Can you forgive those who caused you pain? This question, though simple, holds an immense depth of courage and strength. The final stage of breaking generational cycles, letting go and forgiving, is perhaps the most challenging yet transformative step. Forgiveness. It's a word we've all heard, a concept we're all familiar with, but it's also a process that can often be misunderstood. It's not about forgetting or absolving harmful actions. It's about releasing the power these actions hold over you. It's about making peace with the past to create a healthier future. Generational cycles can be heavy burdens, laden with pain, misunderstanding, and resentment. They can hold you and your lineage captive, chaining you to the past. But forgiveness can break these chains. It can free not only you, but also your entire lineage, allowing you and future generations to step away from the shadows of the past. Forgiveness is a process, and it's a tough one. It requires you to confront pain, to face the people and situations that have caused hurt. But remember, it's not about them, it's about you. It's about your healing, your freedom, your future. In the act of forgiving, you're not saying what happened was okay. You're saying you're no longer willing to carry the weight of the past. You're choosing to release the hurt and step into a space of healing and freedom. Forgiveness is not just a release, it is a revolution. A revolution that allows you to reclaim your power, to rewrite your story, to change the course of your lineage. And that, my friends, is the final release.